Yes, I am Taylorobey. I am the dungeon master of this gaggle of fine idiots. No offense, guys.
Honk. No offense taken. We embrace this.
Mimi.
We have with us Kiljow, being played by SilentProtagonist,
Hello.
who is streaming this and or putting it on his YouTube.
Both.
Leo, being played by our fine friend JacobTheMadMayor. That's accurate. Sig, being played by Illiren.
I legally am an idiot, so I don't really care.
Crusch, being played by Kitsune, who, still drunk. Still drunk.
Still drunk.
And Nysdrith, being played by, Nysdrith being played by Dan or Zeeb. I don't know which one you want. Also, Jacob, don't tempt me to kill you.
What the fuck did I do?
What did I miss?
Look at the meme channel.
Oh, that! Yeah, that's a
Oh my
fuck
gosh.
right
That looks nasty.
Yes, that's right. You too can have the combination of nacho cheese Doritos with the nice fluffy filling of Oreos. Introducing Doritorios!
No one can see the image, by the way.
That's
I know.
dumb.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
It's terrible. It's bad, and you should feel bad.
Yes.
I don't. I really
Don't
don't.
forget.
I was
Jacob.
scarred by this, and therefore I had to share and scar everyone around me.
Hey, I just had an idea though. Let's give that to Crusch, Lulu. She'll eat anything.
He likes
Don't
it.
forget
He
your
really
Mountain
likes
Dew.
it. Nah.
Oh my god, what the fuck have I started?
Y'all need to
Doritos
look into
Mountain
some of
Dew.
the food around like the 50s. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, this is pretty representative of how most of the session goes, really.
Yes.
But we are currently on an adventure into the Umbral Sea ruins to try and rescue some researchers who have gone missing, and
thought our
possibly other
adventure
people
was-
that have gone missing with them.
I thought our adventure was to a tavern.
But currently, having used the Badge of the Wayfarer to visit the Wayfarer's Respite, the party is in the Wayfarer's Respite, which is now a redesigned interior surrounded entirely by ocean.
I see a collection of people that we can talk to, our characters, and a lot of faceless NPCs.
I did not feel like making like 20 extra random tokens. I
What?
apologize.
What are all of their names?
No! No!
John, Jacob, Jingleheimer.
What?
Wait, which one's
Oh my
Jingleheimer?
God! We are gonna be stuck in this inn for fucking ever now.
Bob,
I need
Jim,
to
Jim, Bob, Billy Bob, Bob, Billy Bob, Sally Mae, Jim, Sally Mae.
Because I need to inflict the pain I feel when I DM for you all upon Taylor now.
Oh
Oh
no,
my
I can
God.
pull NPCs out of nowhere. That's not really a problem. But
Hey, I only asked for the PC names or NPCs that I have talked to.
yes, if you want to go and talk to one of them, you can learn their name and also the backstory that they will suddenly have. But for the most part,
I didn't ask for the names of the NPCs I did talk to.
Kitsune, no, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, is not here. Yes, the other NPCs, the ones without tokens. There's like the band playing. Most of these are fairly average to middle class looking humanoids of various, ethnicities and origins, but they don't seem as particularly interesting standouts as the ones that have their own tokens.
Yes.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe anything's more interesting than a raptor with robotic arms.
Only half of his other arm is robotic.
Oh, okay. Either way, that's still really like space dino-y cool.
And it's less space tech and more like filigree arcanotech type stuff.
Don't care, still cool.
Taylor,
Yes.
is the music playing?
It is, in fact.
It
All right.
sounds
Restart
really
it?
low. Oh,
There we go. I had it muted.
That would explain why you couldn't hear it.
Yes.
That's how that works, right?
This time it was my fault.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
All
where we
right,
left off, I
so-
believe Sig was going.
Yes, we last left off with Sig talking with Soba, Haguruma, and Tarkal at Shift Ping. That table over here. Soba being the
Bad shift
Oni
thing.
style tiefling. Haguruma being the robotically armed raptor that Dan mentioned, and Tarkal being a man who seems to have a hood up and cloth wrap around his eyes.
a blind dude.
So there's a lot more people in here than I remember there being. Hmm.
I felt the empty tavern didn't really give the impression that it was in actual fact full of a gaggle of people. These were just the most interesting ones that stood out immediately.
The rest are just background characters. Got it.
Turn that.
I don't even care about anyone else. There are people in existence who are background characters, and you know who you are.
Just to make sure I'm putting the right thing in my notes, because I totally forgot to last time. Aster, you said he was from Waterdeep?
Yes. He is actually a Waterdavian noble.
Okay, I think that's about all I got, so.
All right. What do you guys want to do collectively and individually? We were discussing before you came, Silent, that it is early in the afternoon where you'd left, and you can stay overnight. But because of the limitation on long rest, once per 24 hours, you would be staying for a few hours before going to bed.
Yeah.
I also forgot if you guys already paid for your rooms. I don't think you did.
We did it when we got in.
We did, yeah, when we
Yeah,
first
yeah, we
arrived.
did.
All right, cool. So you guys have rooms reserved for you. They're upstairs somewhere, and as soon as you go there, you will find them because that's just how this place works.
It's just there in front of us at the top of the stairs.
No, there's like a hallway. Usually a party comes in together, they'll have rooms that are adjacent to each other somehow.
Right, well, I'm gonna invite the duck and see if it wants to come to bed with me. No, I'm kidding.
Oh boy.
Kidding. Do not take that seriously.
So just cut away to a scene of like you sitting there looking traumatized with the sheets pulled up to your chest and the duck smoking.
Okay.
Try to get that image out of your head.
Speaking of being child friendly.
So friendly.
That is decidedly not. Anyhow,
Oh, sorry, couldn't resist that one.
is there anyone else you guys were particularly interested in talking to, or anyone you wanted to ask specific things of, or things you wanted to order?
Not really. I'm just holding a tray of treats, just waiting for Crusch to finally pass the frick out, and then try and get them over to everyone and save her a little few for when she wakes up.
Oh yes, another recap bit. Crusch is currently partaken of, and let me find the name for it. I think it was not the. I think it was Clock Whistler.
Weatherbees went
That's right. It was Weatherby's Clock Whirler's the other. Weatherby's Whirler, which, in addition to instantaneously getting the user drunk to a point that is excessive, also creates minor magical effects around them, and in fact is magical in the fact that it does not instantly kill you from pure alcohol content.
I think Kiljow is just kind of giving sideways glances at this giant fucking tree.
Yeah, to be fair, he's drinking out of a mug that looks roughly the size of one of your barrel bombs.
That's a lot of alcohol. Are you gonna be okay?
Sort of slowly turns towards you. Yes. Very slowly turns back and starts drinking again.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Kiljow.
Slowly turns to look at you again. Hearth Stone Brew.
Let me write that down in my notes. How do you spell that?
There you go.
Alright. Hearthstone Brew. Big tree person. I, as a player, am assuming like Ent, but big tree person.
So you actually, you see him as he introduces himself, sort of looks you up and down. What are you?
I'm a Gajalaka?
Never heard of them.
We're a subrace of Linians, but we all wear these masks.
Huh. Why?
I'm not really sure why. We all make masks and we paint them different colors based on our specialties and they also for some reason correlate to whatever poison effect our knives have. I don't really know why we wear them though. I've never thought about it before.
Sort of shrugs, and you see like loose bits of like dirt and moss and bark like scrape off his shoulders as he shrugs.
How big is he?
He is roughly 15 feet tall.
Ooh. Save the pastries.
So I mean, are you actually like a tree, or are you something else? I've never seen a tree that drinks and speaks before. I've lived in the forest for a long time.
You don't have Ents where you are.
Has Kiljow ever heard of Ents before?
Nope.
No, we don't.
Well, where I'm from, we don't have any cats that drink and talk either.
Huh, I guess that's fair. I mean, there are lots of them over where I'm from. Having talking trees would be cool. So what do you do?
Usually, I come here and drink.
Oh no, not here. Like what? Wherever you're from, what do you do there?
I brew alcohol and drink alcohol.
So you really like alcohol then?
He looks down at his mug, which is like, you know, roughly your size. Yes.
I'm a big fan of some alcohols myself. Our party really likes alcohol. We don't have anyone that brews alcohol though. We have to buy it.
Hmm.
Do you think you could teach me how to brew alcohol?
It looks you up and down again. It would take a while, and don't know how often I'll see you here.
That's fair. We come here pretty often. I mean, sometimes we come here just because we really like it here, and other times we come here because it's really dangerous where we are.
Hmm. Usually come here once a week or so. If I see you around enough, maybe I'll teach you some of the basics.
Oh, thank you. Need to add this to notes.
Learning how to brew alcohol.
We're all doomed.
And he wiggles his nose a bit, and his bushy moss mustache shuffles around a bit, and he goes back to drinking.
Good God, we are Breaking Bad.
Breaking neutral evil.
It was nice to meet you. Hopefully I'll see you again here.
He just gives you a nod, continues drinking. It does not appear to be a tree of many words.
I'm really tempted to have Kiljow ask him if I can climb him and sit on his shoulder.
Is that something that Kiljow would normally do?
Surprisingly, I'm going to say yes.
I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Then do it. Do it.
Not this time we meet him. In the future, he probably will though. Kiljow wants to learn how to make alcohol more than he wants to climb him.
Good call in that case.
All right, well, that's going on. What's everyone else doing? Crusch, as we all know, is drunkenly trying to eat the table, probably. At this point, Crusch, you would have noticed that instead of cake, the table where you're chewing it is turning into like rawhide.
Okay. Do you think Crusch can just let out a huge burp and then try and start stumbling her way towards the stairs to go to her room?
Sure. Roll me a general dexterity check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Crap, where's my dexterity?
Okay. You lurch over past one of the tables over to the left. See
Oh,
this?
it's off the table you were just on.
Yeah. You sort of like do a roll into a stand, but it's really just slow and clunky. This Tabaxi and a couple of the other patrons are just eyeing you with disdain. And as you go up the stairs, you trip and you roll and you fall up the stairs.
I watch in wonder.
Oh, Crusch, are you? Oh,
Screw gravity.
yeah. Okay, yeah, no, Crusch is probably fine. Okay.
Crusch, you have managed to make your way upstairs, slightly bruised. Yeah, Leo, you said you're just sort of waiting for Crusch to be gone to share the treats with everyone.
More or less, just kind of waiting for everyone to get back together. Plus, I have the feeling the table that we were at has been eaten.
Well, only a little bit. In fact, if you watch, it's starting to like reform itself
Really?
as the magic wears off.
That seems normal. For this place.
I've given up on normal. I will embrace the insanity of this all.
Kiljow, is it like one continuous bar going around to where Nysdrith is?
Yes, actually, and you can tell the bar shelf itself is made out of the remains of an old boat.
Okay, can Kiljow pour a drink for Nysdrith and slide it over to him?
Hollywood
You
style.
can try. It's gonna have to have a bit of a curve to it, so that would be quite difficult.
Otherwise, it'll end up in Leo's lap.
Yep.
Or if you roll poorly enough, you might dump some alcohol in the duck. You don't want to know what happens then.
What is his name? Frederick, right?
I'll wait till
Andrew.
I'll wait till the party reconvenes then.
Frederick is the mouse. Andrew
Yes.
is the duck.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know if this was just like appearance, or if it was actually like a curve.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
bar
It is
table.
actually shaped like that. It is made from a boat.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like the look of it. It's kind of cool. Now I'm just shooting the breeze with the party over here about their adventures and whatnot. I stay away from my war stories because they get a bit sobby.
Yeah, they swap adventure stories with you too, and they talk about some stuff. And interestingly, where they're from, a lot of the people are their size, so it's not too much different from what you're used to. There's a lot of very vehement quacking at occasional intervals.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Which I always get wide-eyed whenever Andrew quacks because I know he's the muscle and the Chad of the group, so I'm instantly impressed with whenever he speaks. But yeah, beyond that, more so like small talk type stuff at this point.
All right.
Whack.
Quack. 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 Quack.
Wait, how many did you say?
Quack.
Whoa. I've only done like 3 myself. That's really impressive.
And that's as much as anyone will ever know about that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Mechanical question. Are we attuned to our weapons and armor as they're magical items, or do they not require attunement?
I believe my initial ruling was that they are acting as if they are attuned, but they don't take up attunement slots.
Okay. Cool.
But the majority of items you find won't need attunement anyway, so I'm trying to shy away from using too many items that need attunement.
That's fair.
Especially since, like, just abandoning the attunement mechanic sort of is necessary for the artificer to be balanced in this version of the game. Because the rule is you can have one of your weapons on you with you on a hunt, one armor, 2 trinkets. You can have extras, but you can only bring one with you per hunt. And other than that, the artificer, instead of getting increased attunement slots, gets increased material slots on all of their equipment.
Oh.
Well, on their weapons and armor, rather.
Okay.
Have more trinkets. I want more trinkets. What are trinkets anyway?
You can't handle more trinkets.
You don't know me, Mom!
The trinkets, just as a refresher for everyone, you can put a material onto a trinket. By default, you have 2 that you can take with you. They can be sort of anything you want. Small baubles, charms, anything really. The important thing to note mechanically is that you can have 2 with you, but you can only have 1 active at a time, and you can switch them, I believe, at a short rest. And what they do is, assuming that you're not breaking any of the rules on stacking stuff by using them, they apply their effect either to weapon or armor you choose when you stick something on the trinket, as if it was also an effect of your weapon or armor.
And I forget, how are you ruling... Because I know we can use potions and stuff already and consumables as bonus actions.
On yourself, yes.
Yes. How are you ruling my trinket effect again?
Which one is that?
Speed eating. You can use a consumable such as a potion as a bonus action as long as you're the one consuming it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that one will just let you give it to someone else as a bonus action then.
Okay.
You can administer food to someone else as a bonus action, or...
Shove it down their
Okay.
throat.
Would you rather have it where you can administer to someone else as a bonus action, or you can consume 1 item without using any action per turn?
Ooh.
I will give you one of those, but not both.
Ooh. I'll take the extra item, the extra consumable.
Yeah, so 1 consumable costs you no action each round.
That'll be great with Kiljow chugging health potions like his life depends on it. Which it
You-
probably
yes, it
will.
does.
I was going to say, by the time you get to that point, his life will be depending on it. Also, Kiljow, remember, you do still have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes, I do.
That's why he plans on taking a long rest.
Yes, it is.
It's part of the reason, yes.
I'm fine with the disadvantage on ability checks. It's the half speed underwater that's a problem.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Sig, were you just wanting to continue speaking with the ones that the people at the table you're currently at, or what were you doing? What were you wanting to do?
I have no plans, really. Kind of here. Sort of. Yeah.
He just didn't want to talk to the peacock lady anymore.
And that was a wonderful conversation. She's my favorite so far. She just happened to suggest I come over here, because apparently it's what I was going to do anyway.
She
I was
was.
avoiding Crusch.
She's a fun character to play.
Everybody
But
was
yeah,
avoiding
no.
Crush.
Poor
You,
I like my
uh,
things.
You speak with them some more and compare some notes. Aguruma seems to specialize in like more clockwork oriented designs. Soba is just really good at punching. His specialty is punching things.
Yes.
And
The art form.
Carl is over the course of the conversation, he's actually an elf. And yeah, he was born blind, but is able to sense his surroundings through the use of his innate magic.
Batman style. I mean, Daredevil.
Yes, Daredevil.
I think the
told
name
you
should be
that there
reversed.
were-
Batman and Daredevil.
If I told you that there were two superheroes and you knew nothing about it, and one of them used echolocation to fight bad guys, and the other one performed a lot of stunts, and I told you which one was named Batman and which one was named Daredevil,
You're not wrong.
Who was that? Was that? Oh, I forget the tune that did that on YouTube. Wasn't College Humor, Warp Zone, or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the fact that Ghost Rider and Daredevil doesn't like Daredevil because he thinks his name should be his. Ghost Rider wants to be called Daredevil.
Handsome, rich, and no in-laws? You should be called my boyfriend.
I mean, to be fair, there's a solid argument to be made on that, considering that Ghost Rider's whole backstory is that he was a
Stunt Rider, yeah.
was a stunt rider.
He's a
Yeah.
professional Daredevil.
Yeah, he was an actual Daredevil, not just a really, really angry lawyer.
Yeah, that's actually one of the very myriad different Ghost Riders. The
Yeah.
Johnny Cage one.
Yep.
Awesome Storm. Whatever.
Personally, I do like the new Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, but also because he drives a freaking sick ass muscle car
My hand's peeling.
that can fly through space now.
Ooh.
Okay, Lobo.
not hog, car.
Yeah. It's all the same.
Okay, yeah. You guys are able to make some small talk for some time if you want.
I'm guessing at some point we slowly start to regroup at our table after it's grown back.
I mean, you can go there and hope the others regroup or grab them if you want.
I want to buy a round of drinks for the party over here.
Before Kiljow heads back to the table, he's going to pour a drink for himself. Let me check my bag of holding here real quick. Okay, he's gonna pour a drink for himself, for Aster, and my notes will give me the name. Hearthstone Brew.
All right.
And he'll kind of like look over at the table, people starting to head back to it, and he'll be like, cheers to meeting new people.
Aster, oh yes, definitely, cheers. And Hearth just nods and takes the little, but I'm assuming you pour him like a shot glass, and he like picks it up between his fingers.
Yes, I pour us each a shot of Pangalactic Gargle Blaster.
All right. Make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Yep. I already have disadvantage. No, it's a saving throw. I don't have disadvantage on that yet.
They're about to meet Bob. They're about to meet Bob, aren't they?
I might meet Bob with a 6.
You are like, I'm gonna go over and see my friends, but first let's drink this, and then you slump over unconscious. You do in fact get to meet Bob very briefly.
Are you Bob?
It makes your brain feel itchy.
Are you Bob?
You get a sort of sensation that is positive in some way.
I hear Leo talk about you all the time. You make my brain itch though. But you seem really nice. You help out Leo, so thank you.
You just this sort of general feeling, and then there's a niggling voice in the back of your head that just sounds like you saying yes.
Describe Bob for me real quick.
Your perception of Bob is somewhere between the color 7 and the upside down representation of space-time as pushed through a colander.
I'm a climb him and fall asleep on his head. Or whatever I perceive as his head.
You try to climb him, and suddenly you just are on top of something. You assume it's probably his head.
Wonderful. I fall asleep.
Okay, you wake back up. In the real world. You notice that Aster is incredibly drunk, hitting on one of the women near him. Darth Stonebrew is still slumped entirely over the counter. And his mug is on the other side. The barkeep, Tyrael, at this point, is just cleaning it up. As there is this giant tree man has absolutely gone completely unconscious as he rolled a nat 1.
Did I see him with Bob?
No, you did not.
Oh. Okay.
The way to see Bob is to know Bob.
I will.
You are, however, now very drunk.
Yeah, that's
the whole party is dying.
That's fine. Hey, Tyrael, how much is his drink? And I'll kind of like almost point in the general direction of Heath.
Hearth.
He's flirting with a drunk slur, you know?
Hearth. That guy.
Yeah.
He just looks at you, raises an eyebrow. It was 20 coppers.
Alright, I will give him a silver piece to Tyrael. You're like, that's for the mess and for a fresh drink for him when he wakes up.
He just nods and puts it in one of the pockets on his apron.
And then I will stumble over to the table. Kind of like halfway, probably like halfway there. I'll kind of look over at Leo. Leo! I met Bob!
Leo's going to have a very scared look upon her face upon hearing that.
Who's this Bob?
Oh, here! And I'm gonna give Nysdrith a shot of Pangalactic Argo Blaster.
Okay, Kiljow, let's be serious here. I've already had to almost kill Crusch for trying to give me a drink. Don't make me kill you too.
Kiljow, pour me one. I'll drink it with him.
Okay, here you guys go. And I'll pour each of them a shot of Pangalactic Argo Blaster. This is how you meet Bob. I climbed on him.
You
I look at Leo.
I'm scared.
Actually, in this case, you really don't need to be. He's really actually nice.
Yeah, he seemed really nice.
But is it with you people and weird alcohols?
They taste
She
really.
just raises her shot glass bottoms up.
No, it doesn't taste really good, but it gets you really drunk.
Oh, for the love of God.
As Leo's taking it, I go ahead and swig it.
Okay, both roll me Constitution saves at disadvantage.
Oh my god, why?
Leo doesn't get to meet Bob.
Nysdrith, you feel yourself like your vision starts to fade, and you see like something, but it's that startles you enough to go back into sobriety to where you're no longer fading out.
Leo's just sitting at the table, staring at her shot glass, going, "Are you sure you poured me Gargle Blaster?"
Here
Or
you
am I
go.
just-
I mean,
And
it did taste how you're used to it tasting. Tastes roughly like having your brain smashed out by a lemon wrapped around a gold brick.
Well, I'll pour you another one.
She hits it back real quick.
All right, give me a Constitution save with super disadvantage.
Fuck!
Roll again.
There we go!
Yes.
There we go!
I have to impose some sort of penalty for just repeatedly downing Pangalactic Gargoyle. So yeah, you
This is
pass
like your
out
third or
and you
fourth
see
tonight.
Bob.
I heard you met Kiljow.
And he gives you an affirmative feeling that you somehow know is a yes.
He said he climbed on your head and slept on it?
Show me on the blue lemon where he touched you.
Oh my god.
You get a sensation in your head that is somehow both disorienting sense of vertigo from staring up a mirrored shaft, but also a shrug.
I'll be honest, he does the weirdest things on impulse that I can never keep up with him some days. Well, may as well update you with what's been going on. And she'll have a she'll start conversation with Bob while for as long as she's passed out.
All right, yep. You update Bob on what's been going on. He expresses himself in his own way, letting you know, he agrees that it's difficult to deal with your party, but is happy that you get to do all these different new things.
Oh, the Eldritch Blast is wonderful. Thank you so much for the secrets to that.
Gives you somewhere between a pat on your head and a sucking void in the center of your soul that is somehow filled with light.
Please tell me I wake up with that feeling, because that sounds like it feels
He's sucking your what?
abstractingly awesome.
Yeah, that's roughly the time you wake back up.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
here you
sorry,
go.
he was sucking your what?
Here you go, Sig.
I am so sorry, Nysdrith. We'll have to try another time, but I think he likes you from how I described you.
Oh, hang on just a second. Is Nysdrith drunk?
Yeah, you are definitely very drunk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, guys? I
Who
have
is
these-
this Bob you speak of?
The fuck?
Wait, who is
wrong?
Your voice. You're not hissing.
Oh, this is how I talk when I slur.
that?
I know, it's very upsetting.
You have no accent. What? Oh, what? Oh.
It
No,
sounds so
Leo
normal.
is too
This is weird to where I come from.
It sounds so
Leo
normal.
is too drunk to process this. She just puts the tray of treats in the middle of the table. This was a gift. This was a gift from a wonderful baker. Please enjoy. I'm gonna conk out now.
I take one of the cakes.
Kiljow will take a treat.
Yeah, you guys have some. There's a little like tea cakes, mini cupcake type things. They're light and fluffy, and the frosting is sweet but not too much. And it's also got a nice consistency where it holds a real nice shape, but it's also melts in your mouth.
Very light and fluffy, I must say.
You repeat yourself there. It's kind of harder than standing under all that slurring.
I am very sorry about this. I will eventually be retiring to bed.
I'll argue with up. I'll take my shot at the Galaga Blaster.
It'd be a con save with disadvantage.
13. I have far too high con.
Yeah, you're pretty drunk. Not as drunk as everyone else, but
Yes, I'm so drunk that I'm speaking with a very heavy lisp right now.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm too drunk.
I think he's saying he's too drunk. Can't you understand what he's saying? It sounds so normal now.
He's slurring. I can't understand it. Too much.
I'm gonna wave over
Speak common!
Tyrael if I can. Or Tyndriel, rather.
I mean, he's at the bar. You can wave over one of the waiters
Okay.
or waitresses, but he is at the bar. Like, if you wave for him, he'll get someone else's attention and send them over to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't recognize any of the other people who are working right now, so I don't think.
you would recognize Terry and Tabitha and Chirp.
Oh, I'm gonna wave over Chirp.
Who's Chirp? So, Nysdrith, as Kiljow waves over one of the waitresses, it's a Kenku, a slightly short, very thin Kenku wearing a smartly tailored white shirt and vest and bow tie. And she opens her mouth and out comes, "Hello, how may I help you?"
I don't know why, but that still throws me off so much.
And Nysdrith talking with a lisp doesn't?
Chirp, can I get 2 bottles of Pangalactic Gargle Blaster?
Of course. With our current supplies, that will be 30 gold.
I give 30 gold to Chirp.
She takes it, nods, and then runs over to the bar and gets you 2 bottles of Pangalactic Gargle Blaster. Each of which
Awesome.
holds 4 shots.
Yes, I now have 4 full bottles and 1 bottle that is 3/4 full.
Do you think maybe you're getting a bit excessive with that? Nah.
No. No, of course not.
Shut up. I think you're getting a bit addicted to this stuff.
I'm willing to bet Kiljow actually wants to make Nysdrith talk with a slur for the rest of his life, so he's just gonna keep Nysdrith drunk.
You're giving me some wonderful ideas.
I think you're a bit
Yeah,
drunk.
if you guys sit and talk, you would notice like some of the other patrons are getting up, moving on. Some new people filter in. Aster looks like he's practically slumped across some elven woman's shoulders as she sort of half carries him upstairs. And you see this this gray woman with fiery red hair who's smoking and eating burnt meat. Just as they pass, just sort of rolls her eyes at them.
Where's this woman be at?
Would be here.
Great. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. I thought that was a dude.
No more shift pings, please.
More shift ping! More shift ping! Shipping!
Shifting?
Shipping!
No, I have the
Yeah!
Shifting?
no, I have the map set up correctly so everyone can see it.
All right, I'll stop.
Shipping!
But yes, it you can see looks like a woman with dark gray skin, gets darker towards the top of her head and on her arms, and they're like glowing cinder looking tattoos or runes on her arm. And her hair is flaming red, cut short on the sides, but done into a braid in the back that hangs over her shoulder. And that is the person that is rolling her eyes at Aster being half carried upstairs.
Yeah.
Questioning something. Nah, I don't feel like taking it to that. Never mind. All right. I eventually start stumbling my way towards the stairs to go to bed myself, as I'm not a huge fan of being drunk. I'm gonna sleep this off. Oh, by the way, I bought some shots for these kids over here.
All right.
How much is that gonna cost me?
What kind of shots?
Whatever they seem to have been drinking.
Okay.
I buy them another
that'll-
round.
Then you put a whole round will put you out of gold.
A gold? All right. Cool. No problem.
They were drinking good drinks, but not super expensive.
Yeah, I'm not
Anything
as
else?
mean as or I wasn't as mean as Kiljow. Now that I'm drunk, I probably would have, but this was before I got drunk.
Killjaw's not mean. He just really likes Pangalactic Argo Blaster because it gets him really drunk really quickly.
I just
As
really
I'm-
want
as
to be Bob.
As I stagger away, I'm muttering to myself, why in God's name did I let Kiljow and Leo talk me into this?
Yeah. I think it is pretty funny. At a multiversal tavern, you have access to not only the things I've come up with, but literally any alcohol from any universe you can think of if you have the money for it, and you just keep getting the same one.
Yes.
It's a drink.
But we need to keep a steady supply of Pangalactic Argo Blaster, otherwise Leo will never be able to level up again.
I think you guys just like saying that name, don't you?
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
As I'm
Oh,
still
if
staggering my way up the stairs.
if another drink came around with a better name, I would drink it.
The Martini and the Marbiggy, the Pina Colossus, the Willow the Whiskey. I thought I did some pretty good names with some of these.
Where do we see these?
This would be under Boris's Beer Barrel on the regular merchants that list a lot of the different kinds of drinks you can buy in universe, and therefore probably for similar prices here.
Okay. Can I get an on your feet? Like fast for later?
Sure.
I believe that's the one that's just like you put it in someone's mouth as they're unconscious and like dying, to just stand up immediately and then back on the feet.
Give me a
It's like a health kit or something,
Yes.
but it's funny because it's a drink.
Killjoy will
Okay.
ask Chirp.
Will cost you 1 gold and 2 silver.
Or if it,
Killjoy will ask Chirp. What's Death in the Afternoon?
Opens her mouth up, and as I scroll up, this cocktail is made up of champagne and absinthe, derived from magical plants of various types, poured over crushed ice. When a creature drinks this potion, they must make a Constitution saving throw or be incapacitated for 1 minute. Bless you. Additionally, they have advantage on death saving throws for 10 minutes after drinking it. That latter part she didn't actually say. That's just the mechanical effect.
Ooh.
Sounds fun.
Does it have any other effects?
You hear it, almost like a very small child. It'll get you drunk.
I'ma order a bottle.
All right. A full bottle, which is, let's see, Death in the Afternoon. Technically a cocktail. So if you want a bottle of this as is, and you're just going to drink it when the need arises, it would be 10 gold. It would have 4 shots in it. Also, if you'd like, we can package dice separately. This is still chirp.
Interesting.
In which case it will cost you 20 gold.
Oh no, I think we'll be fine. I'm sure one of my party members maybe can make ice? I don't know.
Not you, Pat? Huh?
I'm sure one of them would be able to do it.
Do that. That make sense?
Or I do also know a place I can get ice, so we should be good, but thank you. I'll pay 10 gold.
Okay, you get a bottle which contains 4 shots of Death in the Afternoon.
And you said it is a 10-minute...
Yes. Let me just link it. The description in chat.
Okay. DC 12 con save first.
With proper planning, it can be really useful, but also you'll be drunk.
That's
With improper
okay.
planning, it could make things go terribly.
So I think what we should do is before every big fight, we come here, we buy a bottle, we find the monster, we chug this thing. We pray we all don't pass the fuck out at the same time, and then we fight a big monster.
I'll give him Leo's look. You won't have any problem with that. Sorry, Illiren.
It's probably a better drink than that.
And then I will also order a glass of it.
All right. That'll
Okay.
be an additional 2 gold.
2 gold, yes. When it arrives, I drink it.
All right, make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
No!
And you're just like, not even quite unconscious. You just like fall over on the floor. And to everyone else within range, it looks as if you have just died.
Awesome. Yes, so Sig and Leah, you guys both watch as Kiljow gets his drink, drinks it, and then dies.
Leo's out cold. What you talking about, Phyllis?
No. He's dead.
Time for you
Oh.
to be a character.
Just stop poking him. Like, poke, poke.
Okay, after about 60 seconds of poking him, he wakes back up.
Yeah, he's dead.
Ooh, I'm a ghost, Sig. I'm a ghost. Ooh.
Cool.
I will haunt you forever. I will follow you wherever you go.
I pull out 3 just random tools. Time to experiment. Hold still.
Okay. Then Kiljow will hold still.
Everything's far ahead.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Kiljow will wait like 3, 4, 5 minutes as Sigus is trying to figure out what to do. Okay. Bye. And we'll go to bed.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, magic. Good conversation. I'm leaving.
Are you leaving, or are you going to your room?
I bought a room. I'm going to go in my room.
We're all
Okay.
going to bed.
All right. And Leo, I assume at some point after you wake up from your drunkenness, you would also go to your room. Unless you wanted to speak with anyone else specifically who might still be here at that point.
Nope, I think we're all. I know that Leo's pretty much set for sleep. She's passed out on the table.
All right. So, yep. In one way or another, you all managed to get a night's rest. You get all the benefits of a long rest.
Yay.
Hot. Get that.
I only have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Most important question. Do I wake up with a headache?
Yes.
And we have long rested, so we no longer have the extra 5 hit points from, I believe it was aid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, let me double check that, because I think that only applies to temporary hit points, which aid does not actually give you.
Yeah, aid gives you permanent hit points, but the spell
It only
eventually
lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, I think we had somewhere between 6 and 7 hours left of it, but if we get a full long rest, those would wear off, so...
Mm-hmm.
The inner GM in me coming out. If you have those on your character sheet, guys, remember to delete them.
Yes. How
Yes,
did you get to
Mom.
200 hit points? I just kept forgetting to delete aid, and I just kept adding them.
I'm invincible.
Yeah. Someone just keeps casting this spell on me that just permanently raises my max HP.
Right, there was... I think... Where was it? One, I'm going to try and find it. There was a... I think... concoction that was good for... hangovers.
There is. I just don't know what it's called. And I'm heading to the bar and grabbing that.
Kiljow doesn't have a hangover.
God, why did I let those sickos talk me into that? Leo especially. I thought she was better than that.
Leo's not gonna say a word. She's just gonna get breakfast.
You gonna what?
Oh,
Breakfast.
Oh.
Kiljow will make his way down and get breakfast as well.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Here it is. Some of you come down, and it's obvious that a couple of you have hangovers. The barkeep right now is a very short portal with very long arms.
Did you say portal?
Portal.
Okay.
Are
Much
you
less
thinking it with portals?
much less interesting than a portal as the bartender.
It would actually be kind of cool.
Like a sentient portal in like
Yeah,
a
it's me.
rubber suit tie?
Do not test me. I have made weirder things happen.
Do it, you won't.
But for now, yes, it's a turtle who has like, when he goes to get something, his arms like stretch, and so does his neck. But normally he's about as tall as you are, Kiljow or Leo.
I say I'm going to see if there's a dish that will still grant the underwater breathing effect that my cook would normally apply.
You could, and as a note, you would know you have roughly, let's say probably close to 2 or 3 hours left of it. You could cook something here if you really wanted to. It would be more difficult to do without, stepping on the toes of the establishment.
Yeah.
You could pay for such a meal.
I think. Wait, can't Sig cast water breathing now? I gave him that item.
I got an attachment. I don't actually know the name of it. But yeah, I have it.
I don't have it in my notes anymore.
You're very vague about it.
No,
Attached to your weapon, you can't get it back anyway.
I gave you the material. I don't remember what it's called because I told you I gave it to you and then I deleted it.
You said you were going to.
I said I gave it to you. Clarified this last session as well for you that I was giving it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. Probably eventually, or it happened.
But for those of you with a hangover, this turtle will turn to you. It looks like you got quite a bit of a hangover there. Name's Midar, by the way. You look like you used some hair of the blink dog.
Hair of the blink dog, you say?
Oh yeah, here. And pulls out a small bottle of a shifting bluish liquid. Pours you a shot. 1 gold for the thing.
Thank you. Also, can I get some scrambled eggs and bacon?
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll be an extra 2 silver.
Great.
I give him the gold and 2 silver.
Okay.
So can I get a plate of bacon and some toast?
Oh sure, that'll be let's say a silver and 5 copper.
Okay.
I'm drifting a bit. Darn you, brain.
Wait a minute.
Is anyone else ordering food?
Eggs and bacon cost 2 silver, but a toast and bacon costs 5 copper? Jeez.
Cost 1 silver and 5 copper.
1 silver, 5 copper.
Okay. I only heard the 1. I thought I heard 1 gold, 5 copper. I was like, oh, okay, got it.
And help I
Oh,
have.
expensive for
Cough drop.
chickens.
Yes, food.
Kiljow, what's this dude's name?
He introduced himself as Midar.
Midar?
Midar.
Midar. Midar, can I get, do you, I don't know if you have it. Do you have anything that can help with exhaustion?
Not off the top of my head, but let me take a look. He goes, first he finishes figuring out what everyone wants for food and drink. And then
With breathing for water for several hours.
I can take a look. Might have something like that. Right. Give me 1 second while I pull up the book, guys. And Dan's going to be back anyway, and he's got the one with most interesting effects. Let me see. Okay. Midar comes back out with your plates of food, whatever you guys ordered, and has a very small little, almost like glowing yellow, like a neon yellow liquid in a small bottle. It says, Leo, I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to find anything that helped you breathe in underwater, but I did find this, and gestures towards the small, almost like the size of a single small shot in a bottle of this neon yellow liquid. For your friend here, it'll get rid of a bit of the effect of exhaustion for a little bit.
Do you know how long it'll work for?
Usually it's just under an hour.
Alright, thank you. How much is it?
Well, it'll be about 15 gold.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, and you receive an elixir of energizing, which when you drink it, you can ignore the effects of one level of exhaustion for 1d6 times 10 minutes.
How do you spell elixir? IR.
Elixir, yes.
Elixir of
Leo
energizing?
is really, yeah, elixir of energizing. Leo is really attacking that breakfast plate.
That actually is my cat.
Your cat is proficient with rapiers? God help us all.
No, she was trying to get to the microphone and the buzz on.
I am actually just screwing with you. You know that, right?
How long can you ignore the effects for again? Sorry.
1d6 times 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let me actually put that specifically in my homebrew stuff so I don't forget in case we need it again.
I'll be buying it again.
More than likely,
A
yes.
couple of those, I think.
The donut holes, diviner's dice, hearing whispers.
Is it of negligible weight, or does it have an actual weight attributed to it?
It is of negligible weight.
Okay.
Elixir of exchange, followed by... No, before that.
Can I get
would be-
2 more of them?
Sure thing, you can get 2 more of them. We're out after that, though.
Oh, that's okay. We'll be back in a week and I'll buy more. Okay, I have 3 of them now. That's good.
That's almost enough.
No, it's not. Kiljow has been up to 4 levels of exhaustion before.
It was not pretty.
Yeah, 4 levels of exhaustion, just so you're aware. Disadvantage on ability checks, half speed, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and hit point maximum is halved.
Oh, wow.
And if he'd used his item while he had 4 levels of exhaustion, he would have died.
Yep.
Like, no save, you just literally die at 6 levels
yeah,
of exhaustion.
You die at 6 levels.
Alright. Now that you're back, though, Dan,
Yep, sorry.
Open that back up. All right, Hair of the Blink Dog. You get a thick, it's almost syrupy. Smells like beer, but it's got sort of like a blue-ish tinge up to it. All right. Now, I need you to roll me 10 d20s because we're not in combat. Yes. So, for the next minute, roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns. On an 11 or higher, you recover from the effects or after effects of any poison or alcohol for that turn. On a 10 or lower, you are no longer recovered from those effects. Once the minute is up, the effects end permanently if you spent half or more of the duration recovered from them.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's a potion that cures hangovers and poison, but since it's derived from Blink Dog essence, it sort of is in and out of existence. So, for a minute, which is 10 rounds, roll a d20, and if more than half of them are an 11 or higher, you permanently recover from your hangover.
Yeah, more than
3,
more than
4,
half.
5.
4.
Exactly half.
Oh yeah,
Exactly
no,
half.
actually, yeah.
So you have this very strange sensation. You drink this, and for a couple seconds it does nothing, and then, hey, your hangover's gone. And then a couple seconds later, ow, hangover's back. Oh, it's gone. It's back. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it stayed gone now.
Oh.
Okay. Putting that down in notes. Oh boy.
Oh, that was almost as painful as the hangover itself. But thank God it's over.
Well, yeah, that'll be a little interesting depending on how it goes for you, but usually it takes the edge off.
Thank you. Ah, sweet mercy. Did I hear you correct though that you said that this can also cure poisons?
Oh, yeah.
Heh, that's interesting. Any chance I can get a shot of this to take with us?
I'll let me see if we've got any more. He goes and he rummages around, and as he's like behind the counter, you're just watching, and you see like his arms and face come up, grab some stuff, look through it, goes back down. Arms and face comes up and grabs some other stuff, goes back down. All right, and after a few minutes, he comes back out with a small bottle that this will give you 2 doses of it.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. For poison and for drunkenness, and being that I'm around these fools a whole bunch, that might actually be a good thing. Alright, what's that gonna cost? About 2-3 gold?
2 gold.
2 gold. Sounds fair to me. Here you go.
All right, and I will link the full text of the effect so that you can copy that onto your notes if you want to. Oop. Can I get anything else for you folks? And you will notice at this point in the morning, most of the tavern is empty. There's a couple of people that have already come down for breakfast. But you guys seem to have woken up earlier than most of the tavern.
Oh wait, how about? I guess Leo's just gonna order a standard breakfast. How much would that cost?
2 silver.
Okay.
It's just the eggs and bacon that Nysdrith got was the standard quote unquote breakfast for today.
Is weight on that negligible?
On those would be 0.5 pounds each, as they are a more bulky potion than the little tiny shots that the energizing elixir is.
Now it's 1 potion, but is that because it's two separate
Yeah,
uses.
Just
Does
mark
that
it down
mean-
as 2. Yeah.
Okay. So it's technically taking up like a pound worth, basically,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Well, the
Just
way
wanna make
that Roll20 does it, if you put 0.5 in the weight and then just put 2 in the amount, it calculates it automatically.
that's what I want to make sure I was doing correctly.
Okay. And yeah, I'm just realizing now, I basically created magical 5-hour energy, only not as effective.
Out of curiosity, do you guys sell like a lot of potions here?
Well, not too many, but we get the occasional request for one.
Do you happen to have a potion that could make me bigger?
I don't think we have a potion. We might have a drink. Let me check.
Yeah, functionally, I am looking for a potion of growth.
I don't know if they would have that, but
It's an uncommon potion that
yeah.
for 1d4 hours puts you under the enlarge effects of the enlarge reduce spell.
Huh. Also, while he's rummaging, you notice, Kiljow, you particularly notice, there's still a tree man slumped over the bar.
Oh God. After a good 8 hours? Oh no.
Yes.
Killed him.
But
I'll make my way over to Hearth
yes.
and just kind of start poking. Hey, Hearth.
Ugh. He like sits up very quickly and like kind of just like one of the stray branches on his back just kind of like whips around and smacks you in the face.
Ah. Ooh.
What is
Are you okay?
fine?
Okay, I paid for your next couple of drinks for you.
Thanks. And right as you're saying this, Midar comes back over, seeing this, has gotten the drink that is prepared for Hearth and hands it to him. Hearth just starts drinking. And to you, he says, well, bad news is I didn't have any of that potion. I did have a bit of this, though. And holds out a bottle that's got some, like, thick red liquid in it. It's not quite the effect you're looking for, but it will make you a bit bigger.
What does it do? And what is it?
It is a Marbiggy. It will make you drink. If you drink it, it will make you grow 1 foot taller for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Thanks, but it's not quite what I was looking for. But thank you anyways.
No problem.
Hearth, we're gonna be probably heading out soon, so hopefully I'll see you again here. If we don't die, we might die.
Sort of nods as he drinks.
All right, who's ready to go fight giant monsters underwater?
Let's go.
Let's do this, yeah!
Is Crusch
Grab my
downstairs
gun
yet?
on the table and activate the
Crush
effect
would
of
have come downstairs by now. Yes, also hungover.
Oh, we've lost
But it's just sort of
Crush.
dealing with. Yeah, Kitsune was feeling too tired and was passing out. So I will just be taking over the any combat applications of Crush.
Okay.
Speaking of combat applications, I believe we were on 4-5. Yes, yes.
This looks about right.
Yeah. Did you
Yes,
say
there's
floor
the-
5?
Yes.
Hey, no metagaming.
No, we were a floor above this.
No, this is the floor we were on.
Yeah, you guys took out a bunch of the Quippers swarms with the spiritual weapon. Not spiritual weapon, spirit guardians.
Yeah, but we
And then-
headed over to the hole and headed back up.
Oh, that's right. He's right. Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah, we were in this hallway over here.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So you guys pop back into existence in this general area.
Oh, hey, Sig, get your foot out of my face. How rude.
But it's so comfy like this. Kick.
Ouch!
Very flexible.
How tall is Nysdrith?
Good question. How tall am I? I am 6'2".
4'8".
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna climb onto Nysdrith's back and kind of hang my hands over his shoulders and say, "Alright, let's go, guys."
Note, just an FYI, you have approximately 2 or 3 more hours of water breathing left.
Right. Remember.
If you let me know which one it is, I can mark it down so we can keep track of it.
Just go ahead and mark 2 hours.
Okay.
Well, I head back over to this hole here and this hole here, and start diving down again.
Alright, before you dive down,
Shove your head in the water and look around.
we have to go back underwater again.
Yep, that's the plan. We're still looking for these widows.
Yeah, we really have many options above.
But,
I was gonna say above ground, but it's above water. It's
well,
above water.
alright, give me a second. I'm gonna take... I'm gonna really quickly drink the equivalent of 1 glass of Fallen Angel wine.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Why in God's name are you already drinking again?
Can I purposely make it a disadvantage, but if I get low enough, can I just have it be that I'm really drunk again?
Well, you can get drunk off of it. The saving throw is to determine how much smoke you breathe out.
Okay. This is why I was asking!
You hiccup and you have like a smoky taste and nothing else happens, but you are slightly drunk.
Yeah, this'll have to do for now. Alright, let's go.
And I dive down.
Crusch is following. Are Sig and Leo also following?
I knew I was gonna do that too.
I'm assuming probably yes.
Water.
Illiren,
Hmm.
you and is Sig following down into this hole?
Wait a second, make sure no blood just kind of floats out from them immediately dying. And then go in.
Yeah, it's fine.
Also, I
Jacob,
don't have my
does
gun.
Leo,
Bye, gun. I'll miss you.
Jacob,
Yeah.
does Leo follow?
Yes, Leo is following.
All right, cool.
Trying to set my phone up where it doesn't keep going off.
All right, so yeah, this is roughly where you guys finished up combat with the Plesiosaur and the Royal Ludroth and the Ludroths and the Quippers and...
I'm still sad we didn't get that plesiosaur as a pet.
Does Crusch have reanimate or animate dead spell prepped?
You know, let me check. Yes.
Sure.
We're gonna have a pet Bonosaur.
Got my shield. I got my bag. I got my ring. Okay.
Now,
Alright.
where was the... What do I hear? No, that's dismemberment rules.
Did you say the dismemberment rules?
Yes.
Those are rules.
Oh god.
They're very bad.
They're not for you.
You say that now.
No, did I put it somewhere else in my notes? Physical notes. No. Yes. Okay. Let me just real quick.
That back.
Figure out the stats for this thing.
Use back. I get my haste use back. I get my action surge back. Second wind back. Demon no back. I got a lot of stuff back from that long rest.
Yep.
I
Wait,
got my hit dice back, and that's what I really needed.
I might not get that back. Let me check.
Let me just.
No, it has not passed dawn yet, has it?
No.
No, so I do not get my Puke sack back, but I get everything else back.
Shit.
I still have 2 uses of my Puke sack left to try to poison stuff, but I don't get the expended charge back until dawn. I get 1 charge at dawn of every day back.
Huh. Give me half a second. I'm getting this set up. Boop. All right, and then that changes. And
So, do we want to head down the next level, or do we want to continue searching up here and see if we can find any more clues as to this group of people that we were here to look for?
all right, there we go. Let
I-
me just move
I
that
don't-
into the proper
we didn't
spot.
find any-
And
We didn't find any sign of them upstairs. We should probably just keep looking down here.
Okay, so we've explored most of this area of the building. We had where we originally entered at still to search as well.
Yeah, I'm
We can't
curious.
have to make our way back over there, some way or
Okay.
another.
Yeah, I'm curious if the room that we first saw that we avoided is still like super stirred up, or if it's settled down now.
Good question.
as you guys are having this discussion, Crusch animates the plesiosaur and has it swim over. It's just a skeleton of a plesiosaur.
That is kind of disturbing, but also kind of awesome.
I will swim over to it and sit on its back.
Cool.
Ah, that's a load off my back.
Yes.
Not that it was a probably very heavy load now that we're
Not
underwater.
really, no, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something about a character that weighs 32 pounds.
Yes. So, where are you guys going?
I'm just gonna head over to this hallway here from where we are right now. So kind of come on. What's going on here? So kind of coming up this way here. Although I'm not quite certain how the heck to get through this area.
Is that all
I mean-
collapsed wall?
That's all collapsed stones that are like sort of floating in the water. There's a lot of jagged pieces. Notice there were some bits and bobs that the quippers were nesting in, but a lot of it is just very jagged, sharp rocks that if you put pressure on them the wrong way, it might hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to swim through that first, in an effort to avoid the jagged rocks, if you will.
All right. You're able to find a fairly clear path through them. There's a little bit of a problem right at that point. You sort of yeah, but you manage it well enough.
Okay. And all right, what's in this room over here? Since I'm guessing that there is a hole in the wall.
Let's play. We'll roll 20. Actually, reveal areas this time. Gosh dang it! Roll 20.
The answer is no. Yeah, Kiljow will just kind of swim after.
I specifically made sure I was clicked on reveal, and it does obscure instead. And I'm just gonna...
Just a hallway, huh?
Kiljow will fall about 10 feet behind.
On the back of the plesiosaur? I just picture you digging your heels into the bony plesiosaur now.
Yeah, everybody's following. We got...
Nah, Kiljow saw the plesiosaur wasn't moving without Crusch's instruction and hopped off.
Alright, well, they end up making their way through anyhow. The skeleton. Yeah. The skeleton of the plesiosaur does not seem particularly bothered by these stones.
I'm guessing he's going to have trouble fitting in through these areas.
I will have to squeeze. Yes, it will not maneuver very well in the hallways.
Yeah, realistically, it probably came in from the outside here and then up into here where it made its home.
Yeah.
It can still squeeze through them, but it will not be able to move as quickly or attack as effectively.
Is this a hole in the wall?
No, but you do see some plants like growing between the stones of the wall.
That's Sig's department.
Hey, Sig, you want to check out these plants growing in the wall over here?
I'm pointing down this hallway to my right.
Make my way over. Give me a second. Just got. I'm moving through the spikes.
Making my way downtown.
Swimming slow.
Thank God we killed a
Try not
lot
to
of stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Spirit Guardians, man.
Very useful.
I touched one.
Ooh. Sorry.
You just, like, make your way through?
Well, he's on his way. I'm going to go ahead and do my own little investigation of what's going on here. If it's like a weak point in the wall, or if it's just you know, underwater foliage growing.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Yay.
Sig, you do take 2 points of piercing damage running through that wall.
Oh,
wall
wow, that
there?
was a shitty
Well,
roll.
the set of stones that's floating in mid water.
Oh no.
Midair. Yeah, Nysdrith, from what you can tell, it just looks like there's plants growing through some of the small cracks in the area.
Yeah, bad rolls.
Now looking for some plants or something. Plants. Yes. Plants.
While Sig is making his way over, I'm gonna come over to this hallway. What does the state of the room up here look like?
Quick question, just to clarify for me. Did you say you used one? No, you didn't. Okay. So you're going north. From out in the hallway, you can see a bit of Eh.
Yeah, because I have dark vision for 60 feet. Does it still look like it's super stirred up, or...
It doesn't look super stirred up now. There's a bunch of silt and occasionally a bit of murk. Most of what you can see is like old, half-rotted books or draperies, bits of coral and seaweed.
Yeah,
pieces of wood.
I probably
driftwood
wouldn't. I probably wouldn't see all the way over there from all the way down here.
I thought you were coming up a bit more. No, it doesn't really.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I see
Matter that
some of
much.
the wood and probably like the edge of the bench and whatnot. So
It's
it's
actually a
fine.
shelf, but whatever.
Yeah, there's stuff in there. There's stuff in there that we can investigate, and it's not super murked like it was previously.
Hey, Sig, check this stuff out. I don't know if it's anything important or not, but you know.
Sig?
I'm pointing to the
Illiren?
foliage over here.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
He wants you to investigate the foliage sticking out of the wall.
Yes, those are
I'm curious
plants.
if there's a hidden room here or something. But
The
it doesn't look
plants.
like it to me. It just looks like a bunch of plants in the cracks.
Yes, that most probably is it.
Go ahead, roll investigation.
Is this a load-bearing wall?
Not
God.
particularly. You can see some of the plants are poking through, like where there's cracks and where the mortar used to be, or in the stones themselves. It doesn't look like it's particularly damaged. It's just little bits of plant growing through.
There's a room on the other side, probably.
Well, what would be on the other side of it? That there would be plants that would be going through to this side.
Plants, probably. Yeah, I agree with plants. There are plants on the other side of this wall.
Okay, probably not important then.
I mean, we could open it up and check it out. I mean,
You guys have seen some of the areas have been like just structural previously.
yeah, I mean, if there are plants growing out of there, then they need to be growing from somewhere. It doesn't seem like when the ruin was in use back when it was, didn't seem like it was underwater. So, I mean, there would have to be either some kind of soil or some kind of air pocket behind it for them to be growing from.
If it's underwater foliage, that's not necessarily the case. But let's check out these doors first.
And I start swimming around again towards these doors. Oh, and Sig, I guess, is going to be in front of me.
Alright,
All right.
I know doors. How's the door?
All right. This door is. It could be an investigation or perception. Yep. This is an unlocked stone door.
But is it trapped?
Who
As
cares?
far as-
Open the thing.
Not as far as Sig can tell.
I'm gonna open it. Got my gun ready? Push it open.
All right. Give me a second.
I wave Leo and Crusch on to join us.
I follow.
Yes. Just assume they're following for now.
Yeah.
All right. You see a room. It looks like another set of stairs, bits of rubble and plants, occasionally little bits of metal among the rubble.
Does it look like the plesiosaur can fit through stairs?
It can fit into this hallway with some difficulty, so it should probably be able to go down the stairs. Like it could turn sideways. I don't know.
Hey, do you guys think we should send old Bonosaur over there ahead first in case there's something that wants to murder us?
Yeah, I mean, I don't speak Bonosaur, so even if it saw something, how would it tell us what it saw?
We would
It's
hear
weird screeching.
we'd hear it getting murdered.
I don't think you can hear a dead thing screaming.
No, but we'd be able to hear the fighting.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I'm not certain how that's going to work.
You kill something that's already dead.
Plus, I mean, honestly, why not just send it through that big old hole back behind us, where we entered into this area at? It's gonna have a much easier time fitting through there than it is through here.
One moment.
That's fair.
That was
It also looked like the room. I took a peek over at the room that was really murked up before, and it looks like it's kind of settled down now. If you wanted to head over there before descending another level.
I'm okay with that.
Lead on.
Alright, I lead on.
Mm-hmm.
I follow Nysdrith.
Where are we going? Alright, this way.
Are you guys, as a point of order, are you going around the room or through the room?
This room?
Yeah.
Probably around the room because we don't know
I
where that door
actually was
leads.
heading around it. I didn't want to test this door over here. A
Yeah.
path of least resistance type thing.
No,
Yeah.
that's a fair point.
Whoa.
Just open this up.
What's
And
up?
I start doing the hand gesture things of holding my hand up to kind of signal them to hold back a little bit.
I understand this time, and I go forward.
I face palm very hard.
I'm trying to be
Alright.
quiet at disadvantage, but I go forward.
And roll me stealth.
12.
All right.
I understand
Uh,
exactly what you're putting down, Nysdrith.
What does the face palm, what's the smack yourself in the face hand sign mean?
I
Yeah,
think
you
it just
see-
means I'm doing a good job.
So, just a question: are you sort of swim walking in here? Or you're trying to stay above the surface of the floor?
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of slowly, like, drifting, probably, like, a couple of feet above the ground, just kind of, like, breaststroking in. Slowly.
All right, give me a perception check.
At disadvantage. 18.
Not bad.
They are the only two things my character is good at.
Okay. You notice that one of the bits of flotsam, like right next to the door, looks odd, and looking at it closer, it looks like something has like camouflaged itself to look like bits of flotsam and jetsam.
Looking around the room, because I'm assuming from here I can kind of peek my head around
Yeah, I
and
can just.
okay. Do I see any other pieces in the room that look similar to it? Like the same type of like camouflagey?
I mean, it's harder to tell from further away. There's lots of bits of debris floating about. Several of them are large enough that they look like this could be something that is a similar size to what you're seeing.
Okay, I'll kind of drift back a couple of feet and turn to the rest of the group. Right, it looks like there's some stuff in here that looks like it's trying to camouflage itself as like debris, but it's not debris. It probably wants to eat us.
Little girls.
And there's a piece right next to the door here. Do we want to clear out of the way and send in the reanimated corpse first to let it kind of draw all the heat, and then we can come in and clean up?
Sounds like a good This sounds like a good idea, Denise. I mean, we have the corpse. May as well use it.
And yeah, I kind of try getting out of the way a little bit. I'm gonna go to this side.
Squeeze.
I'm guessing that probably Leo and Sig kind of take up sides on either side also.
Yeah. Leo and Sig, are you guys just gonna like flat yourself against the wall, or actually try and get out of the way of this thing?
I have no idea where to move.
I wave you guys towards my end.
Kiljow will wave you down as well.
I do not trust that thing.
And so you guys watch as there's this sort of loud scraping sound of bone against stone. And it sort of squeezes its way into there. And you see, as it squeezes its way in, a very large, like, just cloud of what looks like inky darkness.
Ugh.
Just appear there, and you hear something moving.
Well, that's creepy.
I'm assuming
And
dark vision can't see through that. Because
No,
it's pitch blackness.
it's not pitch blackness. You look at it, and it's flowing, and it looks like it's like ink.
Ready? I got this, boys. I can get
Go
rid of
for
that
it.
real
Yeah.
fast.
Right, we'll leave it to you, Sig.
You got that? Point at it my small flask geyser, and I will use my decanter of endless water.
Okay.
Just to clarify, it's salt water, because why not?
You know what? Roll me an attack roll.
I like that.
Basic dexterity-based attack roll.
Hopefully this works. 10!
So yeah, you watch as he points it at it, and like a small hole about the size of the geyser opens up in the middle of the cloud of ink, but it just sort of keeps swirling. And actually, as he's pushing it through it, like it's getting sucked into the current. And so now it's more like a largish line of slightly inky water.
Can
That'll
we
work.
see? Can you see what caused the ink? Or the blackness? Sig?
See anything.
Sig, can you see what caused that?
Anything in there? I get it.
If you poke your head in, look around, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Huh.
I get it.
I mean, to you, it looks like the thing that he's describing next to the door isn't there anymore. There's other bits of stuff around.
I think I got it.
Here, I have an idea. Sig, keep that water thing handy to blow away the next batch of ink if it happens again. Kiljow is going to make his way to the opposite side and kind of not go in, but kind of like do the same, like peeking around the corner. And
Okay.
then kind of in very non-strategic gestures, kind of wave his arms about with the intention of hopefully Crusch will maybe make this giant bone creature slowly move across the room and we can see what's actually causing this.
Okay, so first roll me perception.
Okay. Nine.
Okay. Even with a 9, though, Like, you're feeling the drag, you're feeling tired, you're not really paying all that much attention, but you do notice what looks like something like latching onto a piece of flotsam and like trying to camouflage itself, and it looks like, it's camouflaged from the side towards the bone plesiosaur, but not to you. It also rolled in that one. And you see, clinging to a particularly large piece of debris, a giant octopus.
All right, Kiljow is, and I wish to God that we had face cam so I could actually like act this out. Kiljow will like poke himself back around the corner and like look down at everyone and kind of put his arms like he's hugging something to like signal big, and like start waving them on the side like he's doing the wave to show like tentacles, and be like put his hands over his head like he's doing a pirouette to be like big round head tentacle thing. Everyone should probably make an intelligence check to see if this makes any sense.
I'm getting the idea he's practicing for his next audition. What do you guys think?
And then he'll point in the room.
He wants us to dance into the room, I think.
I'd say that's a disadvantage just because of the medium of expression.
Okay, he wants to go. He saw something and wants to go hug it, I think.
That's a straight intelligence roll?
Yes. Okay, Leo, you think you understand that he's trying to signify to you that there is something in there of some quality? You think the arm wavy thing means like tentacles or something, but you don't get anything more than that. And everyone else just has no idea what the heck he's doing.
He wants to hug something.
And then Kiljow remembers he has this item called an Earring of Whispers and uses it. And says in Leo's ear all of a sudden, "There's a big octopus."
Oh. When you do that, roll me stealth.
Okay.
The arm waving thing didn't impede the stealth check?
No.
Yeah, this whole
whisper that it's stealth.
No, this whole
16.
series of events is requiring a new stealth roll.
Okay.
So as you're whispering to Leo, go ahead and say what you were saying.
She's gonna keep her voice as low as possible while they're able to hear her. Octopus. She's just gonna point to that door the door where our big old skeleton just went through, apparently.
Ooh, them's good eatins. Do we want to tangle with it, or do we want to just leave it alone?
Well, everyone else is discussing. Kiljow, you feel something like drape across your shoulder and start touching your mask.
Does it feel like a tentacle?
It does feel like a tentacle.
Oh.
It's just like, and at this point, you like panic for half a second, and then you realize, oh wait, it's not attacking me. It's sort of poking at you.
Can I make an animal handling check to just kind of like pet its tentacle?
Sure.
At disadvantage with a +2. This will be great. 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
You reach up and touch its tentacle, and it like withdraws very quickly. It like sort of spins you a little bit as one of the suckers catches on your mask, and you just watch it like pull itself into a bundle of floating debris, and then go back into camouflage mode, essentially.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna move towards it. I'm just gonna kind of float there and watch it.
Okay, everyone else, what are you doing during this time?
We're still discussing if we want to fight these things, or just leave them be.
I'm gonna. It didn't seem to be hostile, correct?
That is what you'd assume. It had its tentacle on your face and you didn't get hurt, so...
I'm gonna whisper back to Leo. There's another one, and it was just touching me, but it didn't attack me. We might be able to explore the room without fighting them. It seems like they're probably, because I touched its tentacle when it was draping on me, and it just kind of retreated back. They might be more scared of us than I am of them.
Leo has a crazy fucking idea.
Yes!
Go for it. Do it. Do it.
Leo tells everyone, guys, try something. Be ready for shit hitting the fan.
Oh no.
Crusch, keep your skeleton on lock.
Speak up a little bit, Leo. It's a little hard to hear you.
Yeah, you're real
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay, sorry. Be ready for in case shit hits the fan. Wait here. Crusch, keep your skeleton on lockdown.
Crusch makes the skeleton sit like a dog sitting on the ground. A small cloud of silt puffs up around it.
And she will very slowly and as stealthily as she can swim into the room.
Okay. Trying to dart between bits of flotsam and debris for cover. Go ahead and roll me stealth.
Oh, that could have been better.
Yeah, nope. You go in. You're trying to stay like relative to where you think the octopi are from Kiljaw's description. You're trying to stay like with something between you and them.
Mm-hmm. And thanks to my ability to build wonderful, great, amazing ability of communication.
Are you gonna speak with animals?
I'm gonna speak fast.
Yes!
Awesome.
Yep.
Excuse me. Can I would you be able to help me and my friends here?
What was sorry, just for me, what was the last part of that sentence? With what?
Are you able to help me and my friends here?
You don't hear any response. You are still standing next to the plesiosaur skeleton, by the way.
Okay. She's going to swim a little bit further into the room.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
She's actually going to, while still using speak with animal, is there anyone here?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's what I'm doing.
You can see some of the formations. You can see one right next to Kiljow. It looks like there's an octopus-ish shape, and similarly to the one you saw before. But you actually hear from your from to the north of you. Actually, you hear a small voice going, "Who is it?"
Yes, I am like a wizard. I'm a bard. I'm looking for friends of mine who were here before us. We're hoping to find them because they've been missing for a while. Have you seen anyone either like myself or of a similar two-legged species? I don't know how well that's going to translate.
The same voice. We have seen one.
Do you know where they went?
No. We leave this room to hunt.
See. In that case, we will leave you in peace, and I thank you for your help. And she's gonna start swimming back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna pop onto the. I keep calling it a link troll because I'm playing too much Final Fantasy. Kiljow, go ahead and withdraw. They mean us no harm, but they've seen one of the group, but they don't know where they went.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yes.
Do I still see this octopus here?
I mean, you can see what the chunk of stuff that you're fairly certain he's camouflaging himself as.
I did tell them that we would leave them in peace, so just don't try anything.
Okay, Kiljow's gonna try something.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go into my bag, and I'm gonna pull out a pin tuna, and I'm gonna try to swim forward just a couple of feet and hold out the pin tuna.
You hold it there for a minute. Give me an animal handling check.
Normal roll or still at disadvantage with the exhaustion?
Normal roll, because you do have food.
Okay.
And a fairly sizable piece of food.
Yeah, 8.
It takes a minute or two, but like a piece of the debris like moves and grabs the fish and it's gone.
Okay. Is the piece of debris that grabbed the fish like still like relatively close close enough that I can like pet it and then swim away?
If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Just sort of does nothing.
Okay. I'll make my way back to the group. Leo,
All right.
I fed one of them.
She will just kind of give a shaky thumbs up, and then she just goes, they have only seen one like us, but otherwise they don't know where they've gone. From what they said, only that room, which means that room is us.
That room is what? You're really quiet.
You're cutting out a bit too.
Oh, crying out loud! What is up with Discord in my? Hold on a moment. Did it just reset it? I'm double checking a couple things.
Do you have your output at maximum?
Yes, and it's set up to my Q9 microphone, which is actually fairly close to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's really far away from you.
Is this a little bit better?
A little bit,
Yeah,
not that much.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, let me try something different here.
I turned you up as well.
Hold off on that because I'm about to try the other microphone.
The headset mic?
No, the toner.
Oh, let me turn you down here real quick.
3, 2, 1. Okay, is this a little bit better?
We can
A lot
definitely hear
better.
you now.
Yes.
Oh,
A little bit of
word,
that background
you sound
noise,
wonderful.
but
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, I'll tweak that here in just a moment here.
yeah.
That part's just going to be just changing my sensitivity a little bit.
Yeah, but no,
Alright.
that is much better. That is like night
so
and day.
much better, yes.
Okay, how's this?
Yeah,
Good.
still good.
Great.
Okay, dokie.
Yep. All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
I'll point down the hallway and ask,
Do we want to still check this last room over here? Or do we want to get the heck away from these octopuses? Because it sounds like... Or octopi? Octopus? Octopi? Whatever.
Octopodes?
Octopodes? Voice in my head just said octopodes. That doesn't sound right either. Anyway,
They've seen one like us. They did not see where he went, but they told me they only leave that room to hunt.
Did you ask
Which
them?
means
Did you ask them where they saw them?
they did not know.
Like meta level. Did you ask them where they saw this creature that was like us, or just
I
if they-
completely forgot to ask where. And
You
since
asked
I've
if
already
they
told-
knew if they knew where they went, and they said they did not.
So, I think we might need to go a little deeper.
Okay, do we want to check out this last room over here, which I'm pretty sure is just a tower, or leave these guys be?
I'd say we leave them be, and we go ahead and keep moving forward.
Okay, let's go to that big old entrance so it's a little easier for Boney here to fit with us.
I would agree with that. Do we want to head back down south to where we had the fight, or do we want to go to where we had the other fight?
I'd say down south to that big old fight we had last night.
Okay.
Oh, it's over there.
Early this afternoon. Yeah, we're leaving this area alone, Sig, because we don't want to bother the octopi.
And I'm just going to paste you guys right over here then.
Okay.
We're taking Boney with us. We don't want to scare these guys at all.
Second.
Yeah, we're talking about heading down to this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Give me a second. Just
Guys, we ran into a creature and we didn't fight it.
I'm so proud of you.
several of the encounters in here have been optional. Technically,
Define optional.
you could have avoided it. That's pretty much it so far for the ones you fought. Actually,
It seems like this happens once a module, as we come across some creatures that we talk to, and then we feed them, and then we leave.
all right, okay.
Like that. We should do this more often.
So let's put you guys over here,
Yay.
and you guys can see. You know, there's the debris from the large hole. You can see, like, out to the west, there's just, like, dark water. Not super dark, but it gets dark enough that you can't see too far. See the room to the north, which is presumably where those Nysdrith came from. Doesn't really seem to have much of interest.
Is there a net?
Not
I'm
a
also-
nest.
I'm also curious if there's a nest. Kiljow will swim into the room and poke around as well, and he'll take a
Okay.
look.
You do not see a nest, but you do find what looks like some, like, broken piles of... Roll 20.
I saw that happen!
I specifically made sure I clicked onto darken hide and off of hide, and it stayed on hide. There's no winning.
No.
So you do notice in the room, there are no nests, but there are piles of, like, broken and bent pieces of machinery.
Hey, Sig, it looks like there's some machines in this room that you can take a look at.
Probably rusted it out and back.
They look broken, but you could investigate them.
I don't trust big open rooms.
I mean, I'm in here, and it doesn't look like there's anything here.
Yeah, if
You're
you
not
guys
really-
you guys would remember, the Nysdriths came from this area. And you killed them.
Yep.
Yep.
Along with the poor plesiosaur behind us.
It could have been such a good pet.
I agree.
We have
Is there-
two weirdos in the group now.
Is there no door here?
That is actually a door.
That is a door. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's a door here, and a door here, and a path up there to a door.
Looks
Yeah,
like there might be
you guys-
something here.
Yeah, that is also a door.
Oh, I could not tell that was a door.
Yeah, some of the reveal is a bit finicky.
That's okay.
And let me reveal the wall, but not the room. There we
Yeah, no, I know what it's like trying to work with that.
right. So yes, you have a hallway up. You have that door there. You have some piles of machinery. You have an empty room without even any tiling in it, just some rubble. You have a door down, a different door down.
Try to open this door here.
Ooh, door.
Okay, it opens. You see a
Tower room.
just
Yeah, there's like doors.
just do that, and boom. You see that the room seems full of, seaweed, aquatic plants, kelp. That's fairly obscured by it. You can sort of see that there's a door on the other side, and occasionally you see bits of like movement within the seaweed. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Ah, for the love of.
You can't. You're looking at it. There is some murkiness in the water, and you can't really catch anything. But you do see very small things moving about.
And there's a door over here again?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I close the door behind me. Or I don't enter, but I close the door again.
It doesn't seem like there's anything interesting in there.
And I start swimming up here.
Right. And the funny thing is, you guys, there were 2 rooms in this area that had large threats in them, and you already took care of both of those. Because you attracted the problem to you instead of going the other way around.
Bit of an oopsie.
To be fair, one of those problems was probably the where's my material list? The Zamtrios.
Oh no, that wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh, the water elementals.
Weirds, yes.
Water weirds.
So Sig,
yeah.
are you examining the piles of debris?
Yes, I'm kind of interested in them. Like, what
Okay.
are they? Are they old? Were they brought here recently?
Go ahead and
destroyed?
give me an investigation check.
Investigation. 16. I don't have
Alright,
disadvantage.
Yes. Which is good because going through these piles, you see a lot of it is bent and broken pieces of metal that are resisting corrosion. There's bits of it where there's murky, like corroded copper or iron pieces, but you do find little bits and bobs of a greenish metal that you recognize actually as arcanite, which is specifically used in the process of enchanting materials. And between the little bits and pieces and knobs and whatnot, through all these different piles in the room, you're able to find 5 pounds of it.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Nice.
Figure out how to spell that. Eventually.
Oh,
Arcanite.
I did also forget. Is everyone swimming above the surface, or is anyone walking along the surface of the room?
I'm always just kind of swimming above the surface because I'm kind of assuming it's all silty.
This one doesn't seem very silty, actually.
That honestly makes me more worried. I'm probably a couple feet above it.
Yeah, the worst part is the fact that, yeah, probably I do tend to stick to close to the ground. I mean, yeah, I swim more than walk, but if I'm just floating there, I will try to stand on the ground. There's a gun, unlike people with swords. If I don't, like, settle myself on the ground, I'll just get blown around all the time if I fire this thing.
Leo, are you also presumed floating in the middle of the water unless otherwise?
Did we lose Jacob?
Nah, he's
Here
still
you go.
there.
Sorry,
Okay, so-
repeat that again.
When you're going through these areas, are you swimming above the surface, or are you like sort of swim walking along the surface?
I'm keeping above the surface. There's no telling what's on the surface.
All right. I think Crusch would probably do the same. And then Big Bony Boy comes in.
We like Big Bony Boy.
Hey, Crusch,
big
how long
bones
does-
and I cannot lie.
Hey, Crusch, how long does Big Boney stick with us?
24 hours, or unless I cast the spell again, then longer.
Sweet.
Alright. Well, Sig's checking out the piles of rubble. I'm going to go ahead and start checking out some of these doors here. First, check out this door here.
All right. What about the door you're checking out?
Listening beyond it to see if I can hear anything.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Please roll something higher than an 8. That's...
Nope.
No. You don't hear anything beyond the door. Pretty thick stone.
Let me, okay, I rattle the doorknob to see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
Okay.
Kiljow will probably do the same thing at the door down here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And Nysdrith, when you say you rattled the knob, are you like trying to turn the knob?
Yeah. Yeah, checking to see if it's locked or not.
Okay,
So, yes, I'd be turning it to kind of go to open it.
Kiljow, the door below you is jammed in place, but is not locked or trapped. Again, Nysdrith, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I managed to always find the trapped ones.
Can I hear anything beyond it?
No, not. Well, you hear small things moving about, ocean animals. It seems like the normal background noise for an aquatic environment.
Okay.
Nysdrith, how high is the ceiling in here? Oh yes, 15 feet. Okay. You turn the doorknob and you feel like a wrenching sensation, and suddenly you are falling upward.
Like the doors going up, or...
No, like you're being thrust upward as fast as like say you were falling down in midair in a normal environment. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ceiling.
Ouch.
And you're stuck on the ceiling now.
Whoa. That's a new one. Is there a arcana ring or something like that low on the floor over there? Help.
A what ring?
Arcana ring, or what the heck are those things called?
Sigil or glyph?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, you could check yourself. You could ask someone else to check for you.
I'm kind of calling out help, and I'll try to kind of like push myself on the ceiling away from the door.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can kind of reach the wall and try to like shove myself away that way.
I mean, you could just walk on the ceiling. It would be, well, it's you're going up towards it face first, so it would be more like weird, awkward hand push, but you could like reasonably navigate across the ceiling.
But I'm being pushed against the ceiling, or I've just or has like my orientation changed to where now I'm just walking on the ceiling.
No, you're being pushed upwards.
Okay.
So like you're the direction up for you is still up. It's just that you went up very fast and bonked into the ceiling.
So yeah, I just try to move out of the way of the what I'm assuming is some sort of sigil on the ground or something like that until it stops pushing me.
How far away are you moving?
I'm going kind of this direction here until it stops pushing.
Okay. You get to the other wall.
It's still pushing?
Yes.
What are you doing up there?
I triggered some sort of trap on the door over here. And, something is pushing me onto the ceiling here.
And I can't swim down?
I mean, you can try and swim down, but unless you have a swim speed of over 60 feet, it's not very effective. Check something I want to check. Oh no, she didn't prepare that. Okay.
Isn't Nysdrith now just stuck up there?
For now, yes.
Okay, now that I'm on the ceiling, it's not exactly like pushing me into the ceiling, so I'm not in any like actual danger at the moment, right?
Right, yeah, no, there's the force is pushing you up, but not with enough force to like crush you.
Huh. Interesting.
Just enough to propel you upward at 60 feet per round.
Interesting. Okay, I'll make my way back over and can I like try to crawl down the wall?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Go ahead and give me an athletics check, like you're climbing something. That's essentially what this sort of is.
There we go.
you managed to like crawl your way down the wall. Also, in this time, Kiljow, you, like I said, you realize the door is like not locked or trapped, but it is jammed.
Okay. Hey, Crusch, the door over here is jammed. It looks like Nysdrith is busy with something. Do you think you could try to open it?
I can help. Wish I'd prepared to spell magic today. Crusch did not, in fact, prepare to spell magic today. I checked.
You prepared Crush's spells for her after the long rest.
No, Kitsune did. Had what? I just went with what Kitsune already had.
Oh, I guess we're stuck up there for however long this lasts.
But yes, a strength or athletics check. Try and unjam this.
3.
Yes.
Did a good job.
Just
She
sort of
dislocates her
shoulder checks it. Not much happens. I have an idea.
Kiljow is going to swim farther away.
Just have the giant undead plesiosaur try and bump the door open. 12. That is enough to unjam it, just enough that it like swings inward with a. As it hasn't been completely unjammed, but enough to open it.
Thanks, Crusch.
You're welcome.
Do we see what was jamming the door?
That looks like it was just a structural shift. Like there
Okay.
wasn't a particular object jamming it. It just was, they're ruins that have been here for thousands of years. There are going to be some structural issues.
Yep, okay.
Nysdrith, what are you trying to do while climbing down the wall?
I'm gonna check the door first, but the if there's nothing that I can find, I'm also gonna start like brushing away some of the silt while like clinging to the wall to see if I can find any like magic or sigils or anything like that on the doorknob, the door, the floor, anything like that that might give us a clue as to what it is that's affecting me.
No, but I don't want to get that close.
Give me an investigation check.
I was hoping for Arcana. Okay.
Well, investigation to find it, Arcana to figure out what it is, if you find it.
Nope.
No, you do. It takes a little while, but rubbing away like some algae and stuff. It's not particularly well hidden. It was just covered by algae.
Okay.
So it was very low DC.
Whew, thank God.
But you see this little like rune sequence or sigil sequence. Go ahead, yeah, roll me Arcana. Just try and figure out what this is.
All right, do have advantage on this thanks to Storm Rune.
Okay.
Just linking that so that you can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, 14. It's not terrible. Is it enough?
See, that's only a 3rd level spell, and it's not particularly uncommon. So yeah, some of the sequences are different from what you'd be used to looking for this, but it appears you have been afflicted with water walk.
Okay. Water walk usually lasts for about, is that 10 minutes or an hour?
On a meta, I will say it's an hour, and you would probably know roughly that that's probably.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. So guys,
And I kind of flip myself like kind of upside down and start just well, no, not yet. I crawl back up to the ceiling, flip myself upside down, just start walking on the ceiling.
well guys, I'm stuck doing this for a little bit. Probably like an hour or so. That door was trapped. Oh,
I will note the blood is rushing to your head.
Oh, when I flip myself upside down?
Yes, you are being pushed up, but your gravity is still normal. So
this is not gonna work.
So I flip myself right side back up, basically. I just start walking with my hands on the ceiling. Oh, was the sigil expended?
yes.
Okay.
Good news is that door's safe to open now. Bad news is I'm stuck on the ceiling for a little bit. About an hour or so, I'm guessing. I don't know. How long does water walk last for?
Actually, that reminds me. How much more time do we have left on our water breathing?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, just about. Yeah.
In about an hour, we'll need to get out of the water, or start making our way to get out of the water.
Well,
Stupidly easy for me right now.
in an hour, Sig just should be able to cast water breathing on us again.
Yeah.
We will still probably want to make our way out just to be safe.
I mean, if you want to go to the top of the ocean right now, I mean, grab on, we'll walk outside, and I'll just poof right to the top and take you with me.
Well, I mean, if Sig just casts water breathing before the current effect ends, we should be fine.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. I guess.
And he could even refresh it now for us if he wanted to.
Yeah, it's another day.
Yeah, that would just be another 24 hours of water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait for the water walking to stop working.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good timer.
That is rather convenient, actually. How much time has passed? I don't know. Less than an hour.
Is Nysdrith still on the ceiling?
Yep, yeah, this is up there. We're good.
Alright, well, which way do we want to go? It looks like this leads to a hallway that leads to another door, and I know Nysdrith said the door over there was open,
And safe now.
and now no longer makes you walk on water.
Water walk is the funniest underwater trap.
It is.
Put that there.
Now the
It
question
wasn't
is,
underwater.
yeah, I was gonna say, now the question is, who put a water walk trap on a door that didn't used to be underwater?
Yes, who could
The
have done
DM,
that thing?
because it's fun.
Well, that, but also there is a reason. Remember,
I
the
think
oc-
we should.
the
I think we should
octopi
this way.
said The octopi did say they'd seen one humanoid.
I want to go through this door here, honestly. Anyways, just because it's the one that's trapped. I crawl back down the wall and I open the door and try to push myself through.
All right, easy enough.
Be careful. Well, there's like a hole in the ceiling. You just go floop right out for here.
2 doors around here.
How tall is the ceiling in this area?
It's about 15 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Do you want
I tried crawling on the walls for right now.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna first head over to this door here.
Do you want me to check the doors first?
I crawl back around to this side here.
Go ahead.
Is there another mean GM trap on the door?
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
I don't think this is mean. I think this is fun.
Mean GM trap would have been putting this over in the area where the ceiling is broken so that you fall upwards
Nope.
like 30 to 40 feet.
This door is totally safe.
Wait. Open it. I'll check this door over here.
I crawl on the wall towards this door here. And
Okay.
I'm checking this door for...
Nysdrith, give me investigation.
Yeah, no, this door is totally safe. I'll try to open it.
Kiljow, it was in fact actually safe.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'd like to roll something higher than 8, please. Please?
This door, you're like, okay, this doesn't seem locked. It's safe. Wait, let me check. And you rub away some of the algae on the door. Nope, no runes there. Okay, now that I've checked that specifically, everything seems fine.
Is the door locked?
No.
I open the
Wait.
door.
Let me just double check to make sure I'm not contradicting my own notes. Yeah, no.
Okay, I open the door.
All right. If Roll20 would let me reveal areas, like a competent DMing tool.
Still clinging to the wall. This is where the water weirds came from, technically, isn't it?
Yes, this is directly below. You can see the hole in the ceiling where they came out of, which you should probably avoid going on.
I will note right now that I am paying extra close attention to that hole and staying away from it.
All right.
Yeah, the hole.
The floor is covered in bits of muck and silt. You can see like a broken summoning circle, some old bookshelves like that look like the books have dissolved in sort of a mush. And what looks like a broken astrolabe down there, as well as a door that would be nice if I could reveal properly. Yep. Because I accidentally put that a little too far into the wall on the map.
Is it right here?
There's, no, right here is where there's
Oh,
the door.
okay. Well, that leads to the next tower. I don't see any other doors anywhere in this room, interestingly enough.
Yeah. Kiljow will poke his head back out. It looks like this is a continuation of that staircase.
Okay, sweet. I found where we fought those water weirds from at, or the next level down at least from them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go and inspect this area, but I'm a little concerned about falling through that hole in the ceiling there. So somebody else can take this.
You just be looking.
Yeah, Leo just shakes her head and just like, is that door open?
This door? Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
All of the doors in
she'll-
that hallway are open. Yeah.
So she'll head in there, just start checking things out.
All right. Go ahead and give me. Actually, no. This would be obvious enough. You wouldn't even need to. Okay, you guys. You search around. You look. There's not really much of worth that you can find. It looks like the astrolabe is like parts of it are broken, but you do notice a on the door.
Sorry,
Um,
accidental click there.
It's a good roll too. Actually, no, it's about average. Yeah, a little under average, actually. I thought it was a different spell. Anyway, but on this door, you see a sort of a plaque. And it looks much newer than the rest of the door. But it's like you can see like little lines of arcane energy running from it to the handle of the door. And inspecting it, you see a very particular, like, alignment of celestial bodies is depicted on it. Everyone go ahead and give me just either an intelligence or an arcana check.
Should I do that since I'm not in the room?
No.
Okay. Nice roll.
Woo!
Not
Okay,
terrible
Leo.
for +1 with disadvantage.
Leo, you get this little niggling in the back of your mind, and you look at this, and it seems like you know what this indicates. The configuration on the door shows an eclipse during a summer solstice.
Repeat that last part one more time.
It's it depicts a sky with an eclipse during the summer solstice, which you would know with that roll only occurs every 19 years.
Ooh.
How many years away are we from
Okay.
the next one?
I am going to relay that information. And to me, that feels odd. That feels like ritual situation there.
On a meta level, how many years away are we from the next one?
That you would not know. Unless you were paying particular attention to those things in general. Leo would get the sense that it is not like immediately in the future. It's not in the next year or two at the least.
Alright, so we'll need to come back here in a few years and see if anything happens.
Sig, what are you doing?
Can I mess with this thing? Like I can push on one, can I mess with it?
Yeah,
Allow
you
it to
can
these?
you can mess with it. The metal doesn't appear to have degraded from the water. Some of the pieces are slightly broken though. So like you turn it and it like stops because things get caught in the gears, or one of the rings is out of alignment so it can't turn correctly.
So, like, repairably broken?
Yes.
I could technically help out with that, but I'm stuck on the ceiling. Be really hard to do that.
I mean, we could always come back and try to grab it on our way out.
Things like-
I think it's a little too big for us to carry out of here, right?
I know that Sig has a tool for this job.
Oh, trust me. I mean,
I have smith tools as well, and I get a double proficiency with them.
I always have the right tool for the job.
Oh,
Yes. But also not literally a tool. But you could use tools to try and fix it, yeah?
I swim back and ask Leo how's it going, or crawl back and ask Leo how's it going.
Strange. Found this mural here. depicting an eclipse that happens only once every 19 years. I'm not getting a good vibe from it.
Can Kiljow investigate the desk shelf he's at?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
13.
Doesn't appear to be much useful. The wood that's still left is sort of driftwood, textured, and the books, like, you can see some of their bindings, but the actual pages have turned to mush long ago.
Okay, so whoever had stuff in these bookshelves, or desks, etc., would probably not be the one who placed that plaque on the door. Okay.
Stop sending me out of roll 20. Roll 20. Annoying.
Okay,
You are banished from this land.
Sig, you go ahead. You detect magic, and you sense a magical, like a not super strong, but firstly you sense a magical, very strong abjuration magic aura on the door itself, and then not quite as strong. There's a magical aura emanating from something linking the astrolabe with the door.
As I thought.
Pretty sure this is the key itself.
That was kind of my guess, too. With what Leo said about this whole thing and seeing an astrolabe right here. I've got, blacksmith tools. I can probably help repair some of this damage here. The physical damage, at least. Might be able to help out something with the Arcana stuff, maybe.
I was going to say that this is an entirely mechanical device, but you may have some difficulty working on it.
Yes.
Being stuck to the ceiling?
Yes.
I got my Tinkerer's tools that I literally pull out of my armor.
Well, if Sig makes the right tool for the job, an hour would pass, he can refresh water breathing, and then you'd be able to help.
This is true.
My Tinker's tools.
Yeah,
they're not,
yeah.
as is, they're actually integrated with my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Not part of right tool for the job. I just have them.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Trying to...
Go ahead and give me a roll with your
that.
Tinker's tools, Sig.
It's not letting me. That's annoying. Sorry.
Okay. Do this.
Yeah, it takes a good, 10 minutes or so, but you realign some of the gears and straighten out some of the bends in the metal, and by the end of 10 minutes, you got it where it's working. It's not super smooth, but it's working well enough that you can reposition it to different positions without running into any issues.
So, as to be, what was it again? A summer solstice and a, was it a solar eclipse?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the moon is in front of the sun.
So this Earth has to be like a specific position in relation to the sun. It has to be positioned specifically with that. I think. Is that how it works? Just how to turn this thing forward in time until that occurs.
Yeah.
Something
And
like that.
After you put this thing through enough rotations, I guess you'd probably be like a couple years worth. It takes a couple minutes to put it through all those rotations, but the different elements of the astrolabe line up, and you hear a soft hum, and the door itself slides open.
Ah, sweet.
I crawl back along the wall.
Wait, which door slides open?
This one.
Is that the one that had the plaque on it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I thought the plaque was over here.
No.
Sorry, no. I peek in the room.
Well, it's an interesting sensation because as soon as you peek in the room, you realize that your face is not in the water and the rest of your body is trying to push up in the water.
I quickly try to pull my head back through to the water because that's not going to go well.
Okay, well, good news, guys. Breathable air in there. I can't go in right. Wait.
So, was my head trying to be pulled out of the water? So I'm trying to
No.
be pulled into here, right?
Your head was sitting normally, and the rest of your body was trying to still go up.
Oh, okay.
Front flip.
I'm going to kind of like try to pull myself in real quickly and spin around into this room.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. 10.
Yeah, you all watch as Nysdrith pulls himself, tries to spin around into the room, and sort of does a weird sliding spread eagle belly flop. But you're inside.
Kiljow was swimming after him, but just kind of like swim into the room and just kind of like plop onto the floor. Oh, that's what
All
you
right.
meant. I get it now.
Crusch will come inside as well. So this room is filled with air.
And the water's not trying to like rush in.
No, it's just sitting like there's a boundary at the doorway where the water just doesn't come in.
At a comical point, I'm going to like push my hand against the water at the door here, because I'm betting that I can't go back in yet.
Oh, you can go back, like you push your hand in and it immediately gets like launched upwards, like almost dislocates your shoulder.
That's weird.
The new puzzle: how do we get Nysdrith out of this room?
Just stand in front of the chest and sprint into the water.
Yeah, you guys see this room has like a nice, neatly made bed, a little desk with some notes, a chest.
How long does it seem to have been since anyone was in this room?
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
I would like to make that 2 if possible, or give him advantage on that. I don't know.
All right. Also, as a point, how would you like to determine this? Because how you try and figure it out determines the difficulty of actually figuring it out.
I'm gonna kind of go around the room. I'm gonna check the bed, see like if it's warm, if like how like recently it seems to have been slept in. Head over to the desk, see if there's like any like fresh notes or writing. Like if there's like ink and quill, like etc. Like
Okay. Go ahead and
And the
roll
lights,
investigation.
any
No
recent-
disadvantage because Nysdrith is helping you with
okay.
performing all of these examinations.
Jesus. It's a room, guys! It's a room!
With a 5, you are able to determine that the bed is not warm.
Okay. Cool.
That's all
That's
you
about
figure
it.
out.
That was a waste of time.
Notes are in a language you don't understand. There's no other things that you can find that might indicate some sort of passage of people.
So the notes are not in Common, Linean, Wyverian, or Thieves' Cant?
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, they look fairly familiar, but you can't understand them.
Crusch, do you understand any of these?
Crusch looks. I understand a few of them, but not enough to be able to figure out what any of this is.
Do you think we should take them?
I don't know.
How many notes
Uh,
are there?
I mean, there's on the desk itself, there's a couple of pages. you guys examining that chest?
Nice chest.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. One of you with advantage, or both of you normally.
Your intelligence
have-
is probably higher, right?
You have faith in me.
Yes.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Go.
Hey, nice.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, it looks like it's locked but not trapped. And presumably one of you can pick the lock given enough time, so I'm not even going to make you roll for it because it's a very basic lock. And you open it up and it looks like it's just full of more like manuscripts, some loose notes, a scroll actually you pull out. It's the only thing in there that's not in Ancient, which is a scroll of creation.
Ooh.
I'm not familiar with this. Is this a spell?
Yes.
It's a very nice spell.
Yeah.
Well, here you go.
And I just pass it off to him as I'm kind of like rummaging through the chest with him. So the notes are in a language that I can't fully understand. I'm guessing Draconic. I can understand a few words, but not really enough to understand anything.
It's not Draconic.
Okay.
They're in Ancient, which is its own language
Yeah.
in the Monster Hunter universe.
Oh, okay.
Yes. None of you know Ancient, except I think Sig might.
Ancient?
I think the only one in our group
let's
that knows
see.
any Ancient is
I don't think that was a spell. I don't think that was a language you could learn.
Crusch is
It
the one who's
usually isn't.
learning it, I believe.
Yeah. Crusch has like the first couple days of Spanish class type understanding, like colors
Yeah.
and numbers.
I think all of... You can tell me how many there are that I put. I'm gonna go around to the... search through the desk for any additional notes or manuscripts or anything, and go through the chest and grab all the documents and put them in my bag of holding so they don't get destroyed by the water.
Okay. If you take the entirety of the documents, there are 6 tomes and 20 pages of notes.
Okay. Notes / documents in ancient.
Do any of the notes
said-
or scrolls or whatever, are they just like all writing? Are there any like pictures? That's not
That
the
is
right
a
word.
good question. There are some diagrams and illustrations. Without context, it's hard to tell what they're, for. But most of them seem to be various either arcane diagrams or anatomical drawings of different monsters.
You said there were 6 tomes and 20 additional pages?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to take those as well, Sig? We can have the researchers take a look at them?
They have a bad time making something of this.
Alright, I will take those as well and put them with the notes and the documents in the bag of holding.
Okay.
What are they and how many are there?
The tomes, or
No, the drawings and stuff that Sig was looking at.
oh, that's part of the notes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Throughout the notes and the tomes, it's all written in Ancient, but there are different diagrams and illustrations, and most of it seems to be either arcane or biological science type things.
Okay.
Some of them have different like arcane markings next to diagrams of a creature.
Okay.
It appears this is very meticulously kept notes.
Well, that kind of fits in with the researcher type shenanigans we're looking for. Although,
Sorry, go ahead. Finish. I jumped in there.
I'd be very surprised if a researcher set up a position like this. I mean, are researchers normally extremely powerful sorcerers or wizards or whatever?
They can be.
Eh. Then why do they need our help?
Because they'd rather read.
Yeah, but we've been sent to save them, supposedly.
I'll check on them.
Yeah, I wanted to check the bed too, so once again, I'm helping Sig check the bed.
So what kind of bed is this? Smells bad.
I want to check underneath the bed, see if there's anything underneath it.
The drawings of the monsters, are there any, just kind of flipping through them before I put them with the rest in the bag of holding, any that I recognize?
Yes, there are a few that you would recognize. A couple because they're fairly common in different areas. A couple because you've encountered them personally before. One stands out to you in particular. There is a very detailed drawing indicating something with a Lialeop and crystals and arcane markings. Which you would recognize as the giant thing that attacked your boat.
Oh, fuck. Is Leo in here with us?
Is Leo in there with them?
Yep. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not good at the moment. I'm sorry.
Stomach ache?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Because I'm gonna be AFK for a moment.
Okay. Guys, I think whoever is researching down here is responsible for that thing that attacked our boat on the way to the glacier.
What glacier? What boat?
I talked on the way to another mission.
Yeah, our last mission, we had just come back from it when we met you. There was a big sea creature that had a bunch of crystals buried in its skin that was undead that attacked our boat, and it looks like there are notes on it here.
Is it? Is it undead?
Yeah, it was
The one that
undead.
attacked you guys was undead.
Oh, I thought that was you. Oh, right.
Yeah, we should probably get these back to the researchers and
For
to the camp.
for Dan's sake, I will put this. Here we go.
Oh!
Yeah,
It was big.
it was really big.
Hey, isn't that kind of like the thing I messaged you about earlier?
Yes, it is kind of like the thing you messaged me about earlier. In fact, it's basically the same, but dark and evil and full of dark lightning and crystals.
Heh.
And undeath.
Probably
And
not the one
undeath
I'm
in this
looking
case,
for.
yeah.
Probably not the one I'm looking for.
I do still have to figure that out with you sometime.
Yeah,
Outside
yeah.
of game time.
That is kind of the creature that I had in my mind as far as what it would be, but I mean,
Yes,
again, it's more so a question of does that make sense?
I
Is
have
that
an
is that
idea for
a god tier monster or
It's not a god tier monster, no.
okay?
This thing was freakishly powerful, but the base Lialeop is not particularly
Okay.
like god tier powerful. It's strong, but it's not what I would call god tier in any sense.
Okay.
I think they're gonna want to see these notes and decrypt them.
After checking underneath the bed, I do want to head over, kind of look at the picture. Being that I am somewhat familiar with runes and different arcana stuff, do I recognize any of the arcana sigils, or are they all just ancient sigils?
Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
At 11.
Some of them you recognize as being involved with like animating things, but it's too far divorced from the kind of runic system you're used to for you to really glean much about it otherwise.
But I but there is something about reanimation.
No, not necessarily reanimation, just animation.
Animation. Okay.
And you said it was undead?
Yeah, there was a giant undead one of these things that had all the crystals and whatnot that attacked the ship we were on. We
Well-
managed to beat it?
We forced it off.
Yeah, we made it leave, I think. One of the two. Which one was it, Taylor?
If I recall, you actually killed it
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we managed to kill it,
With-
but
with a clutch critical on a siege weapon.
you're welcome. I'm only good in combat.
what can I say?
Because you keep giving yourself exhaustion.
Yeah.
I point at a couple of the sigils, and talking to Kiljow.
These runes are not like what I am used to myself. But these couple here, when paired this way, normally point to something about animation. Or something along those lines. Which, similar to what Crusch did over there with Bony Man, might have something to do with reanimation, possibly. But again, very limited in what I can glean from these.
I think we should probably grab what we can and get out of here quickly and find those researchers. Probably sooner rather than later.
Anybody else get the feeling that whoever lives in this room is not a good guy?
Yeah.
100% yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Now we're all agreed on that. I'm gonna check the desk to see if there's anything else hidden in the desk.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Please, higher than an 8. Fuck
That
you!
is me.
Yeah, exactly. You just can't win.
I cannot today.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry. No, you find like there's a couple of bottles of ink that nobody had really bothered to take because they were too busy with the notes. There's a quill, a series of quill nibs, carefully stored in a nice little mahogany box, and some quills to use with the nibs.
And that's about it, pretty much?
Yeah, it's writing utensils.
Is
Yeah.
Is there anything
For
else in the
writing, yes.
chest?
No, you look in, having experienced it previously, you probably try and search for a false bottom.
False
but no,
bottom.
It looks like he was just using the whoever was here was just using this to store books and notes.
Okay, yeah, I will tie up my bag of holding. If you guys want to finish searching around, I'm gonna go keep watch with the giant bone creature, and I'll hop
Calling him
back into the water, and I'll try to like hide behind the astrolabe as best I can and keep a watch on the door.
Okay, roll
It's
me
good.
stealth and perception. Oh,
And
nice.
That's a
Nice.
disadvantage.
No. Holy cow.
Yup.
That's a disadvantage.
That's a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, you hide behind the astrolabe. It's large enough to conceal you. You try to like look through it, and then you try to move it because it's sort of in the way, and you can't move it because the door is open. And you sort of settle for trying to look through it, and it doesn't work very well, but nothing
Yeah.
happens.
I'll
I wanna-
wait for everyone else to finish up.
I want to check under the bed.
What are you
Okay.
doing down here? Go away. It's my bed under the bed.
See if there's any like small chests or anything like that underneath the bed.
Sure. Go ahead.
Investigation
investigate
again,
it.
or okay?
Yeah.
Stop torturing me with these.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Under the bed, you see the void.
So,
Under the bed, there is floor,
Yes.
which is what you would have found anyway.
Yeah.
But there is a floor.
I'm convinced there's nothing but floor there.
You are absolutely correct. It is nothing under the bed other than the floor.
Alright.
You also, a side note, notice there's little bits of plants coming up in the tiling here, but it's otherwise been kept pretty clean. It seems like whoever was here was rather fastidious about orderliness.
Yeah. I close the chest. I don't really do too much over there. I kind of just leave everything where it was that we didn't take. And I kind of do this. I grab onto the top of the door frame and kind of flip myself out of the room while trying to hold onto the door frame on the other side in the water, so I don't shoot up right away.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Please. 12.
It's higher than an 8.
Yeah, it's higher than an 8. I'll take
You
it.
you manage to arrest some of your momentum, but as you hit a certain point, your arms are wrenched away from the door, and you do take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'll take it.
As you get jarred against the ceiling pretty heavily, but that was enough to get have the damage.
All
Look-
right,
Look
that's
at it
good
this
enough
way.
for me.
At least it was high enough so that you didn't get halfway through the door into the water, launched upwards, and baned against the top of the door frame.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the big things I wanted to avoid.
Yeah, no, just go to this spiral off of the
Yeah.
doorway.
probably funner
Smack
if
and
like,
Ah,
skid
my
across
back.
the ceiling.
I think it'd be funner if you started just cartwheeling in the doorframe, half of you would fall into the air, so it'd fall down, but then half you'd be in the water, so it goes up and just kept spinning in
Oh
place.
god.
Perpetual motion machine. It's like the cat with the butter, or the butter side up on the toast, tied onto its
Yes,
back.
pretty much. That's exactly how it would have happened.
Seeing him come out, I'll quickly poke my head in. Hey, Sig?
What?
When
I
you...
yell out from under the bed.
Huh. When you come out, you should probably adjust the astrolabe again to get the door closed. I'll swim over with Nysdrith.
Crusch is following you guys. I'm going to assume Leo is following you guys. I think that's probably a good spot to stop then.